start with Dusty Baker and Justin Verlander will follow. He's a front to start.
Hey, Dusty, congratulations. What do you think Yordan Alvarez tonight?
Oh, he was great. I mean, that last homer, you know, he set the tone early, and then that, well, Altuve actually, and then the big homer, the 2-run homer, and then that homer to give us that insurance run, because, you know, those guys over there, they can hit the ball out of the ballpark, which is evident by, you know, looked like we might have gotten out of that inning. But, you know, Yordan was, you know, he was great, as usual.
On the right to Christie.
Dusty, what kind of jolt did that give to your team for Altuve to hit the first pitch out of the park there?
Yeah, but that's Altuve, and you know, there's some guys over there that know Altuve, that played with Altuve, and I'm sure they probably told him, you know, what Altuve is capable of, and I mean that really got the fans into it right away, and there's a lot of electricity in the building, and after that homer, that was, you know, things caught on fire quickly.
Stay on the right.
When the Twins brought in a lefty to face Yordan Alvarez, did you kind of think something might happen, or how was your mindset with that happening?
Well, I always think something might happen with, you know, with Yordan, and you know, he hits lefties equally as righties, and but you know, that was a move that the manager had to make. You know, I mean, you had to bring in the lefty for Yordan, even though everybody knew he hit some pretty good, but I was just hoping that that ball stayed fair, and you know, hit that chicken sign up there. I love chicken.
Stay on the right.
Was there a point where you felt Verlander was really getting into a groove?
Yeah, but his pitch count was getting high. You know, when he got into that groove, you know, early he was forcing his breaking ball. You know, his breaking ball, you know, he couldn't get it over. You know, he got out of trouble a couple times early. But if you don't get you know, JV early, then he usually finds you know, his groove, and you know, he and Maldi were searching, you know, for the strike zone, searching for things for places to go to, and you know, we took him as far as we could take him, you know, especially without Graveman there. We were hoping that he could go into the 7th, but he had that one inning in the 6th inning where he threw a lot of pitches and got up to, you know, 90-some pitches, so we had to go get him. I mean, he gave us all he had, like he usually does, and you know, he gave us quality, even though when he doesn't have his great stuff, he still manages to, you know, get people out.
We're back left.
What did you make of the performance by your defense today?
Oh, I mean, that was, you know, defense keeps you in the ballgame, and you know, usually JV doesn't throw up double plays. But, you know, we're hoping for double plays. That's what kept his pitch count, you know, relatively low to go into the 6th inning, and the fact that we turned some big double plays. And, yeah, you know, defense is something we take pride in and something that we work on daily. And, yeah, I mean, we're always on defense or double play or something to, you know, to help our offense.
Back to Steve.
Dusty, Brian Abreu had a huge hold today.
Yes.
He hasn't allowed a run since July 15th, and I was just wondering, from your perspective,
Yeah,
what do you see as far as
man.
this role he's been on?
Yeah, but don't say that, please. You know, so, well, you know, I mean, the guy's, he's confident. You know, his confidence is high. He's throwing strikes. He's using his fastball and his slider, and you know, he's been great.
Phil on the left.
Dusty, did Jose Abreu say anything when he came into the dugout after that odd play at second? Was he fooled by Carlos's demeanor?
No, he wasn't fooled. I mean, he got a big old lump on his leg, and I mean, he got a huge lump on his leg, and you know, I mean, Carlos had a hell of a tag. I mean, that was one of the quickest tags that you'll ever see, and so you got to give Carlos credit. And I didn't even think the catcher was going to throw it, and he probably didn't think he was going to throw it. He certainly, I don't blame him for not sliding in that situation with that big old lump on his leg.
All right. Thanks, Dustin.
Okay.
Let's start with Justin Verlander. The second row on the left.
Hey, Justin. You found a lot of success tonight with your off-speed stuff in those middle innings. I'm kind of curious, is it satisfying at all for you to kind of continue to reinvent yourself and find success with different avenues of your game, so to speak?
I mean, I don't know. I guess you just adapt and do whatever you can to be successful. I think in my career I've changed drastically multiple times. So I think to your point, I think what feels really good is that when you start off struggling and are able to make some adjustments and find it, and you know the third, fourth, and fifth obviously was able to have some things click and make some better pitches and get some easier outs. Man, the first few innings were not easy, so that felt great. Yes.
On the right to Kristen.
Justin, after kind of a crazy year with starting one place and being here, what does it mean for you to come here and help the Astros get a leg up in their first playoff series?
I mean, obviously it means a lot. It's been a whirlwind of a year season for me. You know, to find myself back here in Houston and pitching the playoffs is not something I foresaw, but happy to be here, happy to help contribute, and happy to be in the playoffs.
Justin, after you navigate your way through that first inning and then Jose hits the first pitch he sees over the fence, what does that do for you?
I mean, it puts you at ease a little bit. Obviously, you know, very stressful first inning. I mean, I think everybody would prefer to go 3 up, 3 down in the first. You know, but then to kind of like give you a little more margin for error, even though it's just one run, it's a big deal. You know, so for him to go out and do that just kind of helps you settle in a little bit and know that my margin for error is not razor thin anymore. I can make a mistake, give up a solo homer or something, and we're still tied. So that allows me to be a little more aggressive and hopefully help find my mechanics a little bit that were lacking pretty severely in the first inning.
Hey, Justin, this was your win number 17 in postseason, just 2 behind the leader, Andy Perry. Do you have any specific goal for this postseason?
Do I have any?
Do you have any specific goals for this postseason?
Like you're alluding to passing Andy? No. I mean, obviously, if I could, you know, win another 2 or 3 more games in this postseason, that would be huge, and I would love to do that. But that's not a goal of mine, no. Not specifically.
On the right.
Your last start in Arizona, you thought you maybe found something in your mechanics. I was wondering if you thought that carried over today, and if so, how?
Well, not so great in the first couple innings. I didn't really like it, but still it wasn't as bad as it looked. So I think once things settled in a little bit, yeah, I still felt like it carried over pretty well.
On the back left,
Justin, what did you make of the defense behind you those first couple of innings in particular?
Yeah, great. You know, you get the ball on the ground. We have a great defense. So, you know, you get the ball on the ground in those situations, and you know, thankfully they were hit right at some guys, and to turn double plays was huge.
Justin, you get a front row seat to, you know, seeing Yordan Alvarez all the time. Does it seem like he kind of flips a switch a little once, you know, the postseason rolls around?
For sure. I think a lot of guys on this team do. I think, you know, he's incredibly talented, obviously, and you know, you're going to go through peaks and valleys during the regular season, but you know, you take a talent like that, and when he's going right and focused, and you know, you see what he's capable of. I don't think anything is surprising anymore with him. He's just you know, one of the best left-handed hitters that I've played with, and one of the best hitters I've played with. And so, to me, in these moments, it's not surprising to see what he's capable of.
Justin, the Twins led the league in home runs. and have been a home run hitting team for a while now, and their offense really depends on it. I think 23 straight innings now that you faced them without a home run. Is that a skill that, is there a way to pitch in order to not give up home runs? And is that something on your mind when you face them?
I mean, getting mishits is a skill, I think. Missing barrels is a skill. I'm somebody who's prone to giving up fly balls in the air, though, so I think for me, I try to miss barrels, but I also try to limit the base runners. And when there are runners on base, I think I try to stay away from. Yeah, I think I try to stay away from home runs. But with nobody on, especially given a lead, a significant lead, you're being aggressive in zone. So I would say some of that is a little bit of luck, but some of it is intentional as well.
Thanks for coming in, Justin.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, we'll open it up for Yordan Alvarez. We'll start with Chandler in the back.
Yordan, what makes you so comfortable hitting against left-handed pitching? And is that something that you think you've even evolved as a hitter against left-handed pitching throughout your career?
¿Qué te hace tan cómodo a ti bateando contra los zurdos y piensas que eso es algo que tú has evolucionado durante tu carrera, batear a los zurdos?
No sé, creo que no, cuando estoy en la caja de bateo no estoy pensando si es zurdo o derecho solamente. La bola tiene que pasar por arriba, ¿no? Creo que esa es la mentalidad que tengo, ¿no?
I don't know. I think when I'm in there hitting, I really don't think about whether I'm facing a lefty or a righty. They got to throw the ball over the middle of the plate, so.
How did the Altuve homer just sort of set the tone for this whole night and just sort of, put to bed you guys, the home struggles, and get Verlander a lead after one swing? It just sort of seemed to change the whole tone.
Como Altuve puso el tono del juego y mató la narrativa esa que el equipo no batea aquí en la casa.
No, increíble, creo. Primer picheo del juego, empezando el frío y el tamarrón, creo que eso le dio mucha chispa al equipo y ahí se pudo ver la unidad.
Yeah, incredible. Obviously, the first pitch of the game, they got hitting a home run there. I think he gave the team a spark, and I think we're going to see that.
Yordan, what do you think has allowed you throughout your career to excel in the biggest moments for the Astros?
¿Qué tú crees que te permitió a ti en tu carrera poder ser tan bueno en los momentos tan grandes de los Astros?
¿Sabes? Creo que a medida que pasan más juegos tú juegas, creo que vas adquiriendo mucha más experiencia, ¿no? Creo que me caracterizo por ser un poco paciente y creo que eso es lo que hago en esas situaciones. Pienso que estoy en un juego normal, ¿sabes? El único que puede resolver la situación soy yo, son cosas que pasan por mi cabeza antes de batear. No le presto mucha atención a lo que oye la gente, cosas así, si va a seguir. Solamente quiero hacer contacto con
I think the more games you play, every single day that passes by, you get a little bit more experience. So I think that's one of the things that allows me to stay calm, be a little bit more calm there at the plate when I go up there. Try not really to think about the situation, try not to think about the noise. I just say to myself, I'm the only one that can get the job done here at this moment. So I think that's something that helps me.
Yordan, it's one thing to be a really good baseball player and a really good hitter during the regular season. It's another to continue to step up in the playoffs. How much do you embrace coming up clutch in big moments in the postseason like that?
¿Qué tanto te gusta a ti venir en estos momentos tan grandes clutch en los juegos de postemporada?
Como dije antes, cada vez que estoy en una situación así no presto atención a la situación, solamente tengo que ir a batear y el único que puede resolver la situación soy yo, ¿no? Siempre lo que digo es lo peor que puede pasar es que bates para el play o te ponche y es parte del juego, creo que eso es lo que me ha ayudado a resolver las situaciones así. Lo peor que pueda pasar es un ponche, un doble play y es parte del juego.
Like I said before, I really try not to think of the situations. Like I said, I try to say to myself, it's not any different. I'm the only one that can get the job done right here in this situation. The worst thing that can happen is I can strike out, hit into a double play, but that's part of baseball. So really try not to think about it.
Yordan, you tied Eli Guerrero with 8 home runs, and now you only trailed Randy Rosarena for most of the time by Cuban baseball player. How does that make you feel?
Empezaste a Rosarena y Guerrero, los dos más un cuadrangular en el postemporada. ¿Cómo se hace sentir eso para ti?
Feliz de estar en una lista de cubanos que han hecho un playoff, ¿no? Creo que súper feliz por eso.
You know, very happy to be in that list of Cuban players that have accomplished things like that in the playoffs. So super happy.
Cuando conectaste ese segundo jonrón, prácticamente, bueno, primero el juego se había abierto un poco y después se pegaron en el juego en un solo inning, o sea, tenías en mente, tú sabes, tirar un poco más la ventaja y entregárselo con mayor ventaja al cerrador.
No, solamente quería hacer un buen contacto, llegar a base, hacer lo que saliera del lado positivo, ¿no? Afortunadamente salió el jonrón, creo que fue un buen alegrón para el equipo que acabamos de recibir 4 carreras y creo que sí, pienso que sirvió de ayuda para el bullpen.
Yeah, you know, I just kind of went out there just trying to make really good contact. You know, as you got the situation there, got the result, and at a bat, and yeah, definitely, you know, helped out the team, helped out the bullpen there.
What adjustments did you make against Ober from the first at bat with the strikeout to the second at bat with the home run and the changeup?
¿Qué ajuste hiciste contra Ober el primer turno que le ponchaste al segundo que era con el jonrón?
Los videos que miré no, ¿sabes? Una cosa es ver un video, otra cosa es enfrentarlo, ¿no? Tenía una perspectiva un poquito diferente a cuando vi el video, cuando llegué allí. El tipo bastante grande, creo que buena extensión de brazos, me sorprendió un poquito el primer turno, ¿no? Ya el segundo turno ya lo había visto, ya tenía un plan para atacarlo.
You know, I saw a couple videos there before facing him the first time, and you know, obviously it's not the same thing seeing the videos and seeing him in person. You know, he's a really big guy, has really good extension, so it surprised me a little bit the first time, but second time that I went up to hit, I already had a pretty good idea.
Yordan, más allá de ese inning fatídico que tuvieron los Astros después de 4 carreras de los mellizos, vienes al otro inning, conectas el jonrón, pero ya esto ha pasado varias veces, eres un jugador prácticamente ya líder de todo el equipo de los Astros en postemporada. ¿Cómo te hace sentir eso, tomando en cuenta que puedes tener la oportunidad de volver a ser ese MVP de los Astros en esta postemporada?
Honestamente no le presto mucha atención a eso, como decimos, esto es un juego a la vez, esto es un turno a la vez, creo que siempre que voy al plato quiero hacer las cosas bien, y bueno, si sale va a ser beneficioso para mí y también para el equipo.
Yeah, again, like I said, that's something I'm really trying to think about. At this moment, we're trying to take it one game at a time, one at bat at a time. You know, if I do something well, I know that it's going to benefit the team.
Yordan, mañana enfrentarán a Sonny Gray, a Pablo López. Te quería preguntar, ¿es tu primera vez enfrentando a Pablo? ¿O cómo sabes, cómo sería ese approach contra él? ¿Tiene un buen slider, una recta? ¿Cómo crees que te puedes preparar para él?
No, ya lo he enfrentado antes. El approach obviamente va a depender de lo que él quiera lanzarme. Ojalá él supiera lo que va a tirarme y pudiera tener el approach. Creo que nada, vamos mañana a ver cómo se maneja el juego y ver qué uno puede sacar de él.
Yeah, you know, I faced him in the past, you know, so I have an idea. But yeah, the approach, let's see what he's going to pitch me. You know, obviously it'd be great to know what he's going to throw to me ahead of time, but let's see how he pitches, see how the game manages, and go from there.
Yordan, felicidades. ¿Qué tan clave fue la defensiva de ustedes en este partido y también los lanzadores, Justin Verlander, su salida, entra también Brian Abreu ahí?
No, increíble, creo que eso es lo que necesitábamos de JP y ahí nos lo dio, ¿no? Aguantar el juego ahí, pudimos hacerle la carrera y pudimos disfrutar la buena apertura que hizo y gracias a eso también el equipo se sintió cómodo y ganó.
You know, incredible. That's what we needed from JV. You know, he was able to keep the game there. We were able to score a couple runs, and yeah, we were able to help him there.
Es la primera vez que con esta Copa Angular en postemporada y es el cuarto cubano que lo hace en la historia de las Grandes Ligas. ¿Qué mensaje tendrías para la afición cubana que te sigue en MLB y bueno, específicamente la afición de los Astros?
No, súper contento, siempre que veo, sigo la página MLB Cuba y siempre estoy viendo los comentarios de todos los cubanos, ¿no? O sea, que se alegran del éxito de que uno está teniendo y nada, súper contento por el apoyo de todos.
Yep. Very happy. Very happy. I sometimes look at the MLB Cuba page and I see a lot of the comments, and yeah, it's something that makes me very happy.
Picture.